What's good, YouTube? Brooklyn Phenom here, and I just want to talk about what I feel like the Nets should do this offseason. This is just a kind of hypothetical video, you know what I'm saying? Offseason development happens, right? There's no way for me to know exactly how good the team is going to be at the beginning of the season next year. There's no way for me to know how everyone's going to progress. Mikal Bridges could stay exactly the same. Mikal Bridges could, he's the first option. He can't handle the first, whatever. He could become an all-NBA third-team player. There's no way for me to know how people are going to develop, how people are going to regress, progress, any of that stuff. So I'm just going by what is like likely based on like potential or whatever, and the youth of players, stuff like that, and going off of what the team showed me last season, right? Okay, so this team's obviously not a championship contender. I have no expectations for this team to be a championship contender or anything like that. Like, we were a 6 seed this year. We got swept in the first round, and that's off the strength of Kyrie and KD before they got traded. So if that was the team that we had at the beginning of the season, we probably would not have been a 6 seed. I think we should prioritize the development of young players. I don't think we should probably start, not that winning isn't important, because winning is definitely important, but I would say get rid of the players that aren't really going to contribute further in the future or are going to be actively detrimental. And then by the time we get to the season, okay, boom, focus on winning. But in terms of the offseason moves, focus on developing young players. What does that mean? I don't even think you should necessarily fire Jack Vaughn because he just started coaching, even though he definitely has his flaws. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, give some time, because team chemistry is very important. Yeah, I would say first thing to do is get rid of Spencer Dinwiddie, bro. Not that he's a bad player, but he doesn't have any good things to mentor Cam Thomas into being a better playmaker. Like, no. I don't want him with Spencer Dinwiddie playmaking, throwing lobs into the stands. Like, nah, bro. Get him off the team. He's really a 6-man on a contender. So get him to be that 6-man on that contender. Number 2, honestly, you could probably pack up like Joe Harris or Seth Curry or one of them. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is that makes Cam Thomas a starter, because ideally Cam Thomas works on his playmaking this whole offseason to become that passer that Jack Vaughn wants him to be, so he can stop being benched after having 3 40-point games. Okay, I already made a video about this. Pack up Dinwiddie, make Cam a starter. What to do with Ben Simmons, I still don't know, but no team is going to trade for him. So just keep him on the team. Let's just see how we can incorporate him into the offense. He could be a backup point guard or like starting point forward. And if he can't be any of that, put him on the bench for the season, bro. Just put him on the bench. Literally, he can play like 15 minutes per game. We don't need him to be this guy that he used to be, bro. If he's not that guy, just accept it. Don't give him 30 minutes per game, because that's how teams fumble, bro. That's how teams fumble, because they try to force players that aren't who they used to be. Hopefully he is able to be a productive NBA player. If he's not able to be a productive NBA player on our team, let him sit on the bench. We need a big, bro. In fact, that's what you should really do. Package up Spencer Dinwiddie and them, some type of serviceable big that can just hang down low, like an Andre Drummond or like I don't know. But just like a cool big, bro. A cool big that can just be big. Like a body that's not gonna foul. That's it. A big body that doesn't foul. I'm not even asking for a stretch big off the bench, or like, because I don't think we can play Claxton for power forward, but like off the bench, you know, a body we could throw at an Embiid, at a Giannis, at a Jokic. They don't have to play the best lockdown defense because it's very hard to guard those type of guys anyway, but just not fouling so that Claxton doesn't have to play 48 minutes a game or anything like that. But those are like the main changes. Obviously, this team's kind of young, sort of young. We don't have any picks. We should probably just use the Suns picks. You know what I'm saying? We did get like a David Duke from the draft, which is pretty good. Just try to develop the team as much as possible and trade for a big and get rid of them old niggas that aren't really producing, wouldn't really be great mentors, and get Dinwiddie and probably like Joe Harris or Seth Curry off the team. I don't really know what to do with like Seth Curry. Get Patty Mills off the team. Yeah.